Hello and welcome to Keep Hope Alive podcast. Boy, we have another great show for you. I'm so excited. We got Kenny J Wilkins here. He is a singer, songwriter, producer, and engineer. So we're going to have to dive into that engineer part. My guess
Mhm.
is you did engineering work and you were always singing, right?
Yeah, all the time. It's just been a part of my life forever, so long as I can remember. Yeah,
That's awesome. That is so
yeah,
awesome. Well, before we get started, I have a random question for you.
sure.
Like, out of the past 15 to 20 years, how many weddings have you been to?
Mm, maybe 2,
Two.
maybe 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you're going into a ceremony and you see this thing to the right of you, uh, something that you would have to sign to let the bride and groom know you're there. What are you signing?
Guest book?
Yes, very
Guest book.
good. I
Yes.
remember I had one person on the show say life away, and I was like, I think that would be the bride and groom. But but either way. So lifeonrecord.com is one of our big sponsors here. And what
Mm,
they do instead of the book, they have a vintage phone that they put out.
mm,
And right
mm.
next to the phone, they have a QR code for anybody who didn't want to use that. They can use their own mobile device and scan it, but you're leaving a message for the
Mhm.
groom and the bride. Congratulations on your big day. We're so excited for you. Or it'd
Congratulations.
be like,
Absolutely.
it's about time you put a ring on her finger, make an honest woman out of her,
Oh my
whatever
gosh.
the message may
All
be.
of those
And
things.
I know, and I always use wedding as the main thing, but this can go for any kind of
Mm,
event that you have,
mm,
reunions, proms, birthdays, big ones like that. So,
mhm,
but definitely, now with the vintage phone, you get to keep this number for 1 year. You have to return the cute phone back. They will take all the voice messages on there and they'll put it on a 12-inch vinyl record or they'll put it on a keepsake speaker box that you get to listen to for all these years to come and hear your friends and family's voices. I think that's the gift that keeps on giving.
mm.
That's from a movie line. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
But so yeah, for $99, which is a good deal, you get that for a year. And you can go take a look at their website. They're great for all events. I used one for my son's football when there was an injury. Kid broke his leg. I had all the players call in, leave a message, and we put it out there into the
Mm,
world for them
mm.
to hear. So it was awesome.
That's
But
cool.
you can check out their website at www.lifeonrecord.com. All right. So Kenny J. Wilkins,
Yeah.
who are you?
I am a regular guy. I'm a father of 3 children, 2 girls and a boy, and a granddad. Love music. I love absolutely to laugh and shed positivity and light and empower and just love people. That's just who I am at my core. I like to see everybody win, even sometimes at the detriment of my own but I love to see people win. I love to see love. I love to see the embrace of relationships. I love to see that sort of thing. So, in a nutshell, other than music, which is my absolute life and my first love, that's basically who Kenny J. Wilkins is.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's great to hear it that you love to see love, and you don't
Mhm.
hear that much in the world right now. And
Yeah.
I know when I was younger, that's how I like seeing it. I was Macy's bridal consultant, but
Mm.
even if it wasn't somebody registering with me, it would be that cute little older couple walking hand in hand through the fine china department. I was like,
Mhm.
that is what I want one
Mm.
day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, so definitely. So with you, and you're a Jersey guy.
Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely.
Yay!
Born and raised. Yep.
Yay! So you got the Wawa, the hoagies, the
Yeah. Yeah.
cheesesteaks,
Yeah.
and
All
the
that.
tasty cakes.
That's
The
right. And the
tasty
and the pizza. All that.
pizza. You see, I missed out on the pizza, I guess.
Just wonderful things. Just wonderful things.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about it. So going through school and is that when you kind of entered engineering field or is it backwards?
Well, I mean, I've always been in music. My mind was seemingly wired for it as a youth, 5 years old. I understood what it was, and that's just where I
Okay.
stayed. As time progressed, in high school, I just loved the sound of it, like putting things together, like making everything known to man possible in any piece. I made sure that you could hear it. That was just my mindset. My mind kind of operates that way systematically, where throughout all of the noise in a piece, you have to hear every specific thing and hear it clearly. Um, that's just what it was for me. As time went on, I went to a school called the Institute of Audio Research. Other than the natural ability that I had, it was important that I go to a school to kind of hone in on some specific minute things to kind of know why that is, specific or important in a piece. So I just continued to study there, and wasn't much I would say I needed from them other than just to understand, why things happen the way they do. And once I understood that, it was kind of easy for me to just transition into something else or just kind of really, really get into music and engineering. It was very important. I love it. Sound wise, um, I don't care how corny a piece is, the essence of it is how it's mixed, how it's put together, and all of that sort of thing. So, not necessarily worried about the actual song itself, but how it's mixed. So I'm able to do, writing. I'm able to do, instrumentation. I'm able to do actual production on the whole CD. I'm able to play my own instruments. I'm able to sing my vocals, lead, background, mix, master, all in one house. So I just enjoy to do that. Yep.
See, I know our listeners are going to be like, oh, is he going to sing something today? I'm trying, guys. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
whatever, 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 whatever.
But okay, so I understand about, when you have your passion, because mine was always like wedding planning, party
Mm,
planning, photography, but then having to find that other source because
mhm,
that to me in this industry of events, it's either you have a full-time job doing it or you don't, and you're the
yeah.
owner of your own company and you
Mhm,
just gotta take it as you get. So and
mm,
then finding my other passion, which has been in home improvement, different
mm.
areas, like even
Yeah,
bathroom remodels and stuff like
yeah,
that. I felt like,
yeah.
"Hey, I got this. I know
Right.
this. This is really
Hmm.
cool."
Yeah.
I mean, people laugh at me. How do you go from home remodel stuff, even real estate at one time to wedding planning? I go, I don't know. If you're getting married, you need a place to live, right?
Absolutely. It
Whether
is.
it's fixing it up or
It's
whatever
a
it may be.
it's a never-ending battle of a creator. Creators find niches. They may not be comfortable in them. They just enjoy the journey on following how to do it. You may not know how to do it. You may not know all the nuances, but creators understand how important it is because ultimately you're trying to feed that hunger to create inside of you. So whatever it is, like guess if you bathroom remodeling, and trust me, I have done all of that. I'm in the process of rebuilding my studio here. I'm in the process of redecorating and remodeling. And I get the joy out of not necessarily paying somebody to do it, but to do it myself. That is the way I enjoy it. I don't have the same
Yes.
feeling when somebody else does it. It just annoys me sometimes. If I
Yeah.
make a mistake, I don't care. I figure out how to make it better. You know what I mean? That's just
Yeah.
my mind. Just my mind. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. That's how I would be. I'm starting as of today, actually funny. I was talking to another lady I did a podcast for yesterday, but we were talking about vision boards. And so last night when I was trying to fall asleep, I was like, well, what would my dream studio have in it and
hmm,
be, And because I'm constantly getting ideas and I just kind of jot everything out, going, okay, do
mm,
I want the big old lights with the
mm.
neon on air and stuff? I think I do. So,
Yes, I love it. I'll scour the internet, and once I get an idea, I am on the internet writing plans and just I can do this. And
yes.
and you're doing everything from the finance portion of it to the creation of it to the naming it to what it's going to have on it, how it's going to look, and you want it on all on a high level. And we are a glutton for punishment because we do it in every project that we do. Oh, at least me, I do it on every project I can do just to make sure that I have to be satisfied with it. I have to be. I have to be.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
gonna have it any other way,
Mm-mm.
like, even
No.
down to the business cards.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I notice. I'm like,
Yeah.
"What now? Why did I choose this when I changed my mind all the
Yeah.
time? Like, am I gonna
Yeah.
go a different route?" You know?
Yeah.
So even with my logo for Keep Hope Alive, I thought it was gonna be blue and white,
Mhm.
and no, I did black and red and white, and I was like, "Well, you know what? I think that's what it was supposed to be the whole
Yes.
time," and once you know, and you stick with it, so
Yeah. Yeah. It's a never-ending process.
well, yeah,
Never-ending
and I
process.
mean, I'm sure with the music, you're
Mhm.
learning new things. I
Mhm.
mean, it feels like in the industry, there's always something new to watch.
Mhm.
I did that today. I'm trying to learn because they keep updating the websites, and I'm like, well, here's a new function, and here's a new function.
Mhm.
Okay, let's
Mhm.
do our homework too. So,
Mhm.
kids, if you're in school watching this, homework never stops.
No, no. I failed to that understanding as time went past. I had to kinda go back and say, "Hey." I know when we were in high school and school and just you just like, "I wish this is over," but learning never will stop. It will never cease. It'll always be something, and if you're smart, you'll take hold of it, you understand it, take it in, regurgitate it,
Mhm.
and use it to how you need to use it for, but it will never, never, never stop. And you ought to be happy about it because sometimes if you don't get that learning, it'll just be something that kind of you'll fall, subject to what's happening. You never reach for greater understanding, more technology. You just kind of be
Yeah.
still living in the 80s and the 90s. It's just not that anymore. It's the 21st century. So
The
yeah.
'80s and the '90s. I'm
Yeah.
fine with living in the '80s
I
right
am.
now.
I am. But trust me, the young folks would not be able to survive in any other era
They
but now.
wouldn't. There's
Mm-mm.
no cell phones. Oh my
No,
goodness. They would have a heart attack.
there's nothing you'll be able. And quite honestly, us adults that are kind of had exposure to that time, we wouldn't be able to survive or wouldn't even like it at that point. Cell phones and technology has kind of opened up so many doors. So
It
it's all good.
really has. It
Yeah.
really has.
Yeah.
Now, I think I was reading correctly about some of the songs. Tell me
Hmm.
about the Christmas one. That's my
Hmm.
favorite holiday. So it's all
Yeah.
you did a Christmas one?
Yeah, I did a Christmas song when I was with the group RIFF. They were in search of doing some Christmas stuff and put songs out. One was On This Day, and the other one was Very Special Christmas. Very sexy, but still family oriented songs where, Christmas is or should be a special time to gather. And I'm always saying that we should never wait to a holiday like that to gather as family. It should be something that we do continuously and just kind of love on each other. When those times of year, well, the Christmas holiday and the Thanksgiving holidays are coming up, just enjoy the holiday, know why we do it, and
Yeah.
it's just an important essence of who we are in the world. And no matter where your family is, no matter what walk of life they're on, what train of whatever, what journey they're on, still love them and embrace them, and just take that time to spend with them, just to tell them that you love them, because you never know what could happen. I lost a wife a year ago. You know what I mean? And you never know when it's going to be your last time. So it's
Yeah.
important. It's important to make sure you embrace those moments and love each other as much as you can, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you see them. So those songs were written out of the understanding that family is important. Those times of the seasons and the years are important, and we ought to embrace those and don't be hesitant about it. Love on them, kiss their neck, kiss their face, love them, because you never know.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be planning to give my mom a big kiss on her face. The
Yes.
last person I just interviewed, we were
Yeah.
talking about he's a grief counselor and stuff,
Mhm.
so, yeah,
Mhm.
you never know.
Never
So,
know.
you know, if you haven't told, like, your mom or dad how much you love them, go do it now is
Absolutely.
basically because you
Absolutely.
don't know. I mean,
You
I
don't know.
could, like, say would I feel bad if I just went out to because it's no tax weekend right now, I wanna take
Mhm.
my son shopping. I'm like, "Well, what if I got in a car accident and this was it and I never saw my mom again?" Or,
Mhm.
my mom has to go for a procedure on Monday. What if, I don't wanna say anything. No, it's not gonna be bad, but, you
Mhm.
know just being there and going, "You know what? I love you, mom. You
Mm,
got this. I
mhm,
know you do." So
mm,
those are the important things that you have
for
to
sure,
follow through with and
for
everything.
sure, for sure.
So now, not only the Christmas, you have
Mhm,
others, and I
mhm,
went onto your website. I love your
mhm.
website. You
Thank you.
know, I got to give you kudos. Even on your links, it looks like I'm crossing it out. I was
Mhm,
like, that is so cool. So, yeah, I was just like really impressed with it. I loved hearing the music. But tell me, about love,
mhm,
because there's a lot of segment about love with you.
mhm. Love is an important thing. I think sometimes people love with condition. They love because of. They don't just love based on who a person is, just because they're a human being. I think we should take the limits off of it. I don't care financial status, culture, who you are, what sex you prefer. I don't care of any of that. I think everybody has to walk in that understanding that love, if you love somebody, you'll cover them. And regardless of where they are in life, it's necessary. I personally, particularly, just talk about the love of women because sometimes I think women are kind of taken advantage of. Women are so wonderful in just their essence. They provide the earth, they populate the earth with children, and they take on so many different things. And I think it's important for us as just human beings to just make sure we can support each other. Women, I'm always making certain that women know that they are empowered, making sure they are loved. So many different women have so many different things they deal with, and for me as an artist, it's important that I not be a part of, the the consistent, put them on the top of a car and just take advantage of how they look and all of that sort of stuff. I think we have to kind of put these good messages in the earth so it's not so negative. They take advantage of the beauty of a woman, and I'm annoyed by it. So I wanted to be a part of just using my voice, my artistry, to speak goodness to them. I even take it further when it comes to allowing my daughter to know what sort of man to pay attention to. And I wrote a song on this record that just out to protect your heart. Protect it because it's very sacred. And if a man or whoever doesn't understand how important or how valuable your heart is, they don't need to be a part of your life. Let's just cut it there. So I am that individual to make sure that the goodness and the peace that I have within inside of me and the positivity that I have in me, that I can spread that through the world through my artistry.
Now, I'm gonna say I wanna hear that song, right?
Yeah, protect your heart. Oh man, it's a very good song. I'll tell you some background on it. My daughter came to me with an issue that she had with a young man. She's 21, just 21, and she's trying to kind of navigate through life and understand what relationships are, who she needs to have in her life. It's just a part of maturing. And she had a conversation with me, regarding a young man who wanted something from her. And her question was, well, you don't know who my mother is, right? You don't know who I am. You don't know who my dad is. You don't even know what my favorite color is. How do you expect me to want to give you this and you don't know who I am?
Yeah,
So I was just encouraging her to keep that energy there because
yeah.
it's with that energy that she will always protect her heart and she'll invite things into her space that are valuable. When you disregard who you are and not treat your heart as a valuable commodity, you've just failed to understand how many negative things can come your way. So
Oh,
protect your heart.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
protect your heart.
definitely, and
Yeah.
that's important in today's world,
Mm,
so definitely.
mhm,
So, okay, out of all the songs, I know you said you like that one, but do
mhm,
you have a favorite one of yours that
mhm.
really stands out also?
Um, I mean, all of them are so special to me, but "You're a Woman" is really special to me because I dropped that song originally on International Women's Day, and it really speaks to exactly the essence of what I feel all the time, is that we have to empower our women. Um, that's the that's just the essence of what everything that I do is. It's just empowering women, and not just women. I'll just say that because I don't want to leave us guys out. And it's just this is just help them. understand through my experiences how important it is that we do honor our women. You know what I mean? Because I believe if you honor our women, the women will in turn honor us. And it's a give and take. But if we can't expect anyone to honor us when we're not honoring them, um, it's
Exactly.
it's it's just the law of reciprocity that just has to come and has to go. And sometimes I think most times and often we lose the essence of it because of what the media puts out there, and so many people are just putting perspectives out that's just going to help them in their bottom line, and so many people like the disrespectfulness of it, and I'm annoyed. So many artists, I just wanted to be a part of it that was going to help them understand that we appreciate them, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
So, just talking and overhearing this, I love the message for women. I really,
Hmm.
really do. But you are right because men too. And with any relationship, communication skills are important, but
Hmm.
get to know the person before doing anything with them is a good, valuable lesson for anybody
Hmm.
listening here.
Hmm.
So, and she was right on cue. He doesn't even know my favorite color. So, it's simple little things. You
Hmm.
can't want, and expect to get it right away.
Yeah.
It's
You guys are the
it's not
catch.
McDonald's. I'm sorry, you
Yeah.
can't drive
Yeah.
through and be like, "I
Y'all
want a
the catch.
burger," but
Yeah.
just like cheese and
You guys are
ketchup,
the
that's it.
catch. Nah, you guys are the catch. You guys are what is all for. Women are, if we're honest, women are so valuable, and I think it's just need to be kind of put out there in the forefront. So I'm not ashamed of it. And um, women are not beneath a man, nor is a woman above a man or any of that. I think we're on the same playing field. We should be playing on the same playing field. We're human beings, different essences, yes, but we are human beings, so we should treat each other as such.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little, tidbit because I had to go into a commercial really quick for
Sure.
Snap Bands, but
Sure.
I want you to think about what song you can sing for us.
Okay, cool. I got you.
'Cause I wanna hear that, yeah.
Okay.
So really quick, and maybe you heard of it. Have you ever seen Snap Bands on Facebook?
Yes,
If I
I
c
have.
Okay,
I
with the
have.
elastic in the back, and you give it a
Yes.
gentle tug, and it
Yes.
goes, "Doop." Okay. Well,
Yes.
each one has a mantra word, as I keep losing, and I
Hope.
have a Band-Aid on my hand, I know.
Hmm. No problem.
But this one says hope. They
Hmm.
come like peace and faith. Faith is brand new, and I love that word.
Hmm.
And I know on their website, if you were to go in and they have a special code, if you put KHA, you can get the word
Hmm.
faith. And that
Hmm.
is keep hope alive,
Hmm. Hmm.
KHA.
Hmm.
But each one they make, they come in all different colors. It's made out of vegan leather. The story behind it, it helps with depression or PTSD or an anxiety because we live in today's world that is so full and chaotic of everyday stresses. It could be watching the news or just, yeah, watching your soap opera too. Kidding. That's me watching my soaps. I'm getting all stressed out. But yeah, so with just the gentle tug of this, it works with cognitive thinking. You say one of the mantra words that they have, and mine is I hope and pray that the nurse can find a vein. I kid you not when I say this because I have proof right now for this show. Let's see. Where is my proof? Oh, yeah. They
Mm.
missed a vein.
Oh my gosh.
So I pray over all the time for my nurse to be able to get my vein each time. So,
Hmm.
but other than that, it does. I've had mine on for almost a year now, I believe. And it has really helped me to take that in and refocus is the key word and
Hmm.
set that mentality like I'm not going to think about the needle hurting me or whether she's going to
Hmm.
miss it anymore. We
Hmm.
got this. I'm going to turn my head and think of hope and faith and bringing that together and I'm somewhere else. I'm on a beach, but just taking that anxiety and letting it go,
Hmm.
it helps a lot. So,
Hmm.
um other than that, you can find more information about snap bands, and when you do buy a snap bands, a percentage will go over to charities and different organizations that help out with the anxiety and depression for people.
Mhm,
So it's for a definite good cause. You can
mhm,
visit them at www.snapbands.com. And let me spell that out. It's SNAPPBANDZ.com. All right. So
mhm.
what song is it gonna
Oh,
be?
we're gonna do a verse from "You're a Woman."
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it
Okay.
says, "I see your style and face, girl with your style and grace. Your spirit fills the room, gives me chills when you enter in. You change the atmosphere. Your heart is so sincere. Your love is pure, my lady. You hold my heart with care. I see your smile, embrace it. It looks so good on you. You're valuable, express it. Can never, never take it from you. Your heart is good, just love it. Your soul connects, never broken. And you're a woman.
Nice. Oh my
Ah,
gosh, that was
yeah.
amazing. Like, that's empowerment for
Yes,
women. That's
empowerment.
great.
Yup,
So I was
yup.
like, you're really digging into those lyrics too, because
Yeah.
you said expression, your face, your
That's
smile,
right. Your smile. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, and you know what? Women love to hear that all the
Yes.
time. Like,
Yes.
don't just meet somebody and go, "Oh, you're pretty," one time, and then, you go on like 10 more dates, and yeah,
Yeah,
try
nah.
to, like, encourage the woman too.
Yeah, just encourage speaking to her heart, speaking to her spirit, empower
Our
her
love
because
language.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, love languages
Yeah.
are very important. So women got to understand a man's one love language, and men definitely have to understand the women. Women are very their fragrance is nurturing. They have an
Yes.
essence about them that they need that, and that is going to help them in the relationship that they are in with you. So we have to, as men,
Yeah.
understand what that is, and of course, it goes without saying, women needs to understand that for men also. But
Yeah.
I'm talking into the woman. The woman has to then talk back to me. It's an even exchange.
Exactly. Even
Yep.
exchange.
Mhm.
So, I guess I can create this song for the man.
Ah,
Okay.
exactly. Exactly.
You
Exactly.
got a heart of gold. Oh, it
There you
sounds
go.
all Texy.
It's all on text.
Your
Yeah.
eyes are genuine.
Yeah.
You care so much for me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab you a cold beer because that
Cold.
sounds
That
country
sound country too. Ah.
too. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't write a song.
No, no, it's however you feel it. Just give it. That's right. Mistakes and all, it doesn't even matter. Just kind of do it. I know I made mistakes, but it's okay. It's all good. We here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get it. It's the heart in which we're giving it that matters the most.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what are your goals for upcoming and future? Are you gonna be
Yeah.
putting CDs out and
Yeah,
everything?
I have so many things. Kick Up Your Heels and I are really, grinding, with it and pushing it. We have some shows coming up to be announced. We have tour dates, meaning coming up to be announced. We have more music that I'm putting out. I'm already slated for this year. I know music is coming out. I have music coming out next year, all up until like a year away from now. We have a huge plan that we're trying to put a lot of stuff out and just going to saturate the market with just love and positivity.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay! And that's
Yeah.
what the world needs right
Yep.
now.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
need to hear this. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, like when I was telling the commercial, like the world is a, stressful place due
Yeah.
to either watching the news or whatever is going on
Mhm.
in life. I have chose about 3 or 4 years ago to take myself out of the equation of watching news. And of course, my
Mhm.
mom and my dad, I don't understand why you would do that. It's a current event. Well, if it's important, it'll come through Facebook and ding me,
Mm.
you know.
And trust me, we got enough
Um,
stuff coming through there too. So I get it. I understand.
yeah, yeah. Somebody will be talking about it there too. And
Mhm.
then if it piques my interest, I'll be like, oh, okay, something
Mhm.
is happening in the world. So
Mhm.
But yeah, so just I noticed my energy level is a lot more healthier and more positive thinking.
Yeah.
Even with the Olympics, I used to watch that all the time, but I didn't want to watch it this year and I don't know why. And I don't
Mhm.
know if that's a part of well, I'm grateful to be busy with the podcast. I'm always getting ready, bringing in new,
Mhm.
speakers and everything. And
Right.
it's so fun and it's rewarding. So sometimes I think this podcast is better than a show right now on
Mhm.
TV.
I get it.
So
I understand. I get it.
yeah, but definitely. My computer is wanting to fall. Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry about that. I was like all wiggling it, going, oh, what happened? But yeah, thank you for singing that and
Yes.
everything, and I'm
Thank you.
sorry I was, like, singing all country and it was
Oh,
terrible
no. It
and
was great. I enjoyed it for sure.
Oh, yeah, I got more of that word.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, podcasts, I'm just sure that you've been interviewing with other
Mhm.
podcasters and everything,
Mhm.
and then also, is there any books in the future for you?
Oh, we have so many things. Okay, so yes, books are in.
Okay.
A documentary is in the process. We're going to talk about my experience this past year, and just unpack that. I think it's important that everybody not focus on what that was for me because my process is more than likely continuing. It's important that I now, I believe that the experiences that we go through are for somebody else. It's important to not just keep them honed in on you, but be able to kind of
Yeah.
express them and help, kind of help everybody else get through them. So we got the podcast. We have a podcast going on that I'll be making some announcements on at some point, and we're going to impact some serious things there. And I'm
Yay.
literally looking forward to that. And it's not going to be like most of the cutter. So your podcast is phenomenal because it sheds light on some things, and it has a purpose. Sometimes people will put podcasts out just because I want to be in the public eye, and that's not why you should do.
Yeah.
You have to have a
Yeah,
purpose
I
for it, and
believe in yeah,
it
there's
has
a
to be.
purpose.
There's a
There
purpose
is
for
a
it. So this age is
yeah.
the information age, and if we are blessed to have experiences and overcoming, uh, those are things that we should kind of put on public display. Not, we shouldn't be out here, I'll say acting crazy. We can't do that. It has to be a purpose why we do it. So other than the music and all of that sort of stuff, I have definitely enough to keep me busy, and definitely enough to kind of put some light out in the world and be positive, and I'm gonna embrace that as much as I can.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, and look
Yeah.
at I have one more question because it's
Sure.
just something people might wanna
Mhm.
ask,
Yeah.
you have set your goals, you go
Mhm.
on after them, and
Mhm.
how does it feel? Tell people right now, how does it feel when you have accomplished all these goals?
Exhilarating. It literally feels like you are flying and you are soaring and you are winning. It literally feels like that. I'll have to add this because anytime that you feel that way, you have to think about what was the process before. So the process that you have to endure before you get to the soaring point, you have to endure. You have to endure the scrutiny. People turning your backs on you, people just kind of looking at you like, "What are you doing?" The jealous folks, and also, I don't necessarily focus on that as much as I do is that I'm winning. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking in what I need to, and that's going to help a whole lot more people than the folks that are standing in the background looking at me and saying this or
Yeah.
that or a third. It's going to be very much so more rewarding because it'll be contagious. Other folks will get the information, they'll carry it and move on. That those people will take that information and move on. It'll kind of be a reciprocating door of positivity. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when you walk in your purpose, when you're walking into onto directions or in roads or going in a direction that you know you need to be, trust me, there is so much more that you have to do because it's not going to stop. I'll say that it'll just allow you to fly and soar even higher. So yeah.
Yes, and,
Mhm.
that is the one thing I noticed too when it was photography for me, it came and all of a sudden I had somebody who wanted to, help me get more business. because they believed in me. They loved my work, and I just expanded. I got
Mhm.
more business, and now I look at right now, it's another chapter. I'm
Mhm.
still doing photography, but I'm doing podcasts a lot more.
Mm.
And it's just hitting those minimum goals
Yeah.
and seeing like, okay, well, this is going good. Out of all 160 or 70 shows that I did, it's fun to see which ones are top launched and
Mhm.
what's doing good. It's like, okay. So I just celebrated 1 year of doing the
Mm.
podcast. And I was
Wow,
like, I still
congratulations.
Thank you. I still
Mhm.
wanna kind of put those, ones together and do, some kinda TikTok video. I love
Mhm.
my TikTok videos.
Mhm.
I gotta
Yeah,
say, I didn't
everybody
think I
does.
was gonna Yeah. I was like, "Dude," I thought, like, it was gonna be Instagram. Of course, I was gonna do TikTok. I like
Mhm.
Linktree. They all have a different thing about them, but when it comes to TikTok, I get to express myself more, and
Mhm.
I love that. So,
Yeah.
it lets people into my world. So,
Yeah, that's exciting for sure. Congratulations
yeah.
on that. That's 1 year.
Oh, thank
Oh, I know how much work goes into these things. When you're not working and you're not before the camera, there's so much work on the back end that nobody pays attention to.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get it. I get it.
I finally had, I've been praying about it for a long time, but I was like, "I really need help."
Mhm.
I need an intern or something that I can train to be a co-host to, but I need to be able to catch all these emails coming in and get them in the right direction because I get a little bit of time at night and I try to answer everybody's email and it will let me rest easier. But if I'm missing somebody's email, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not
Mhm.
who I am as a
Right.
person.
Right.
So
Right.
it is about time management, trying
Right.
to get all that done and everything, so
Wow.
but, yeah, definitely. I loved having you on the
Oh,
show,
man, I
and
appreciate you getting me on for sure. So yeah, thank you for
oh,
having
well,
me for sure.
yes, of course, and, anytimes I really wanna hear the other one that you said for your daughter.
The Sexy Heart,
For
you can
your
go
buck
on all the digital platforms have it. Check it out. You'll be like, wow. Sheesh. So it's a dad having a conversation with his daughter. It's just his dad. It's just I'm a healed, mature adult having a conversation with a maturing adult. So it not only works for her, because it also works for me too, right? So it's not a, oh, you hold this bag and you not take heed to the even the advice that you're giving her. It's important that we as adults protect our heart too. So I lost your ears. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Is that me?